cutie. Hi.
She's really
Hi, sugar. Hello, sweet baby. Welcome to Alesha Behind the Scenes Below the Line with Alfred in Fairhope, Alabama. And we're at, what's this, Sunset Point?
Sunset Point.
Yeah. I have no plans on how this interview is going to go. It's not even an interview. You might just sit here and watch us eat. But maybe we'll talk about things that you care about. And maybe not. But one thing, Alfred is, he does props. You do props.
Yes, I am a
But
prop master. I'm a set decorator. I'm also a hot sauce
are you looking at the
manufacturer,
camera?
connoisseur. I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself. I'm
Okay.
looking at my hot sauce.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
fine. Look at the heart.
yeah. Comes in two flavors for the 5 year anniversary. That's right, the original.
5 year anniversary?
Of me making hot sauce. Yeah,
Well, I got 2021 on it.
that's the 2021 recipe. Joe used to have a sailboat.
Who?
The onset dresser. This boat was not like this. I fell off it once in Orange Beach.
You fell off the boat in
Yeah,
Orange
fell off the
Beach?
boat.
You can swim?
Nope.
Did you? I
I'm
know you
still
did.
here, right?
So you're not gonna tell us the ingredients in it?
Mhm. What?
You know how they have little stuff on the back?
No, because it's like this is homemade. This is like the homie sauce. Like I only make small batch. I've made at most 50 bottles in 1 year. They go for like 20 bottles of $20 a bottle. Um,
Why you move it? Are you
50,
ashamed?
no,
Wait.
30 with shipping. No, because I told you I don't like to tease people. People always like, oh man,
Oh,
give me
they.
4 of those. And I'm like, your limit is one. You get one
Why
bottle.
do you only make 50 a year
Because,
though?
no, I grow the peppers myself.
What kind of peppers is it?
Cayenne pepper, habanero, jalapeno, um, Thai chili pepper, banana
Like
pepper,
about the same
bell
price.
pepper. That's what's inside of the special 5 year sauce flavor. Yeah. Or otherwise, it's just cayenne pepper. Yeah. Very simple recipe.
But what makes it so special?
Because I grow it with love.
Mm.
Yeah. And I decided to start doing something because I needed a hobby in between films, so I wouldn't go out and kill myself. Drinking
Why
and
would you?
partying and having fun
How old are you,
doing
Alfred?
stand up comedy.
How old are you?
43 years old.
And you still be going out and partying and drinking and stuff like that.
It's my job to party.
Why is it your job to party?
I'm the party. A Ward. What's up? My
Oh,
next show is November 4th. You're gonna be able to catch me at Push Cinema in beautiful downtown Mobile on Dolphin Street. I will be participating in comedy and poetry, and considering I'm a spoken word artist as well as a comedian, I'm gonna be really conflicted
spoken
that night.
word? Okay, so he makes these little shirts too.
Hmm.
And it's A Ward.
Oh, that's my first slogan.
He
Award
just made it.
yourself.
When did you make these? This weekend?
And I made those like 3 months ago.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
said you bought vinyl to make stuff.
yeah, I did because I have to have something else to do when I'm not growing food and making hot sauce or writing poetry or telling jokes. I have to have something else to do.
What kind of poetry though?
I don't know, anything anybody wants,
Is it
really.
love? No. What kind of stuff do you make? Is it like love stuff? Is it super dark? What is it?
Love is dark.
Explain.
It's hard. I like to say I'm one of Alabama's poetry gods. So,
Yeah,
um,
but you literally being so vague. I can't
I
take
am.
it. Cause I'm gonna be very honest.
Mhm.
I feel like spoken word for me. Some of it's a little corny. It's not my thing, but it's other people's thing. So
It
what
can be
kind do you
corny.
have?
You see, classical poetry, academic poetry, slam poetry, where you
What's
compete.
slam?
Slam poetry is when it's kind of like a festival. It's totally awesome, and you get scaled, voted on a scale of 1 through 10, and there's prizes at the end. It's kind of like the poetry Olympics. You
Mm.
only have 3 minutes to perform,
Mhm.
and you get judged by like a random group selected from the audience. Some of the festivals go on for days at a time,
Mhm.
like the National Poetry Slam. We have regional poetry slams. They're pretty cool. Also, written poetry. I've been published kind of all over the world. That was before I got into film. That was
Is
like,
it your? Do
yeah.
you have like a special name, like a stage name, or do you go by Alfred?
I tell everybody call me A Ward, and eventually people just start calling me Award, and I'm just like, yeah, Award yourself. But yeah, I started doing spoken word when I was like
I feel like you
18.
just you don't you know you can just like be yourself, right, Alfred? Because this
Yeah.
ain't how you be talking.
Hmm.
This ain't how you be talking.
Yeah, because I'm normally not talking about poetry.
Okay, what you be talking about then?
I just be talking shit. I just be making shit up as I go to keep people distracted so they don't realize how hard I'm working.
I can't believe you drink Bloody Mary like that. What's that? Tomato juice?
It's like spicy VA. I mean, the sun is up, so I drink Bloody Marys. When the suns go down, I drink brown. Actually, I'll say this about poetry. 10 years ago, I retired,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
and
This
all I
is my
all I do now is teach creative writing, and I will perform in Mobile, Alabama, but I don't perform on the road any
thank you.
longer.
Okay.
Oh, this looks super cool.
No, we have a fork. Oh yes. So
Hmm.
I guess I can show you. I just have that.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, get your fanny pack off of the grouper.
This is the grouper. And then what's that? You can't.
I can't. I don't know what I'm doing. What is that?
This better be good. Is what it better be. This is the
This is
barbecue
the
shrimp.
yes, the barbecue shrimp with crusty bread.
Anyway,
Yeah, so you have to excuse me for being vague. It's just I started doing poetry back in the year 2000, and after about 10 years, I decided that I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. So I will only teach creative writing and perform poetry in
have you ever
Mobile.
been booed?
Food?
Mm.
Yeah, hundreds of times.
Does it hurt your feelings?
Oh God, no.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. I'm like, you're not on stage, you little punk. you gonna you gonna be judgmental for somebody doing something you ain't even got the heart to do your damn self. That is the funniest thing in the world to me. That's like telling a NASCAR driver that he doesn't know how to drive and you on the bicycle. That's like when people criticize folks in the NFL. Like, man, I could have caught a pass like that. No, the fuck you could.
Why? First
No,
of
you
all,
couldn't. First
this
of
is a
all,
wholesome show. Watch your language. I know you're not going to. No, but
you
seriously
can
though,
put you can
we
put a
have no.
beat there.
No, I don't care to do all that, buddy.
Oh
That's what
no, that's it. I forgot. I wanted to be interviewed again because I didn't want to look stupid.
you talking about on the.
I'm not gonna be on the video blog of what not to do on set. Basically, don't look like you're a lazy, drunken slob while you're sitting in front of Producers Village. I'm high on Cinnabons. I got a sugar rush. My back hurt. I'm over 40.
Which is why you shouldn't be eating no sugar cinnamon.
It's so good.
You didn't look stupid. You just look like you were
Tired.
slacking. I'm
Uh,
just kidding.
yeah, I was incredibly
No,
tired.
you were. Yeah, you look tired. We were all tired last week.
I was incredibly tired.
But
But
I have no plans
normally
for
I
this.
would like. It's so weird at our job, like being a. We have to be self motivated, and we have to like control our own schedules to an extent. Like normally, I would say, "Hey, I need 15
You
minutes. I
talking about
might
it as a
go on the
problem?
truck. Yeah,
Hmm.
I need some personal time, and go rest my eyes or go rest my legs or get off my feet for 15 minutes.
Hmm.
But I like didn't want to be away from set. I still wanted to be there in case I had to jump up and do something. So I took my 15-minute rest on set, and I'm just like, oh my god, I feel so terrible.
No.
Yeah, because you can be like working like a dog for like 12 hours straight, and people see you sit down for 5 minutes, and they're just like, oh, look at you over here being lazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, leave me alone. This looks so good.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to build my own stuff because I am tired. I don't feel like I'm built for this anymore. Not in
Mm.
this capacity. Like I'm enjoying myself because I was committed to have fun with this on this show.
Mm-hmm.
But
That is so good.
you just don't have, you don't get to have a life, and I like having a life. How long have you been in the industry?
I
What were you
decided
doing?
to go full time 7 years ago, but like I moved. I was doing theater, community theater at the same time as I was doing
Hmm.
spoken word. And then when I moved to Atlanta,
Like you were
like,
acting
hmm
in theater?
yeah, a little bit. And people were just like, "Oh, you have such, you have a good voice, and you can remember lines, and you have a good stage presence. So come be an actor." And I was like, "Okay." But I got booked to do a couple movies and stuff. Got on TV in Atlanta, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
You
I don't
mean
know if I
as
should count that
in what department though?
acting. Yeah, and performing like
What shows
spoken
was
word.
it?
I don't remember. It didn't work out. No, it didn't work out. But the fact that I had gotten booked, I was just like, um, that felt amazing. And when I moved back here, I just I was a little depressed. When you feel like things aren't working out and you kind of have this idea of what you want to do. So I told everybody when I moved here in 2011 um, that I do comedy and I make movies, and that's all I want to do. And I met friends that did comedy and made movies. Lo and behold, in Mobile, Alabama, and so I've been active ever since then. And after they made Get Out in
But you
like
wanted to be a
2016,
yeah,
I quit my job and said I'm going to go work full time with y'all.
and you work on Get Out.
No, no,
Oh.
I said after Get Out was made. I was like, all my friends kept telling me they were having such a good time, and they were like, dude, why are you still working for Coca-Cola? I mean, I had a family, I have
Oh
a
yeah,
kid
you
to
were
support.
married.
No, wasn't married at that time, but
Hold on,
you know,
show folks your ring.
they've seen it. That's all.
How long you been married, Alfred?
Hmm?
How long you been married?
I've been wearing this prop for about 2 months now.
So you're not actually married.
Married to the game.
That's a very old man thing to say.
It's really corny. I'm a poet. It's poetic. It's poetic license. I'm just bringing it into the real world. I live poetry. I just don't write it and perform it.
Hmm.
It's like comedy. People are like, how do you write comedy? I'm just like, no, I just have a couple drinks and tell people whatever I feel like telling them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you had a family.
Had. Don't speak that on my life.
No, you said
My family's
no. That's what you.
beautiful. My
No,
child is amazing. I
no.
love you, Orion.
No.
Daddy loves you so much. You turning 16. I'm proud of you having gotten your first job, and we're gonna get you your first car next year. You know, I really appreciate you making all those A's and B's on the honor roll in high school. That's my boy. I love you so much, man. I do it all for you.
That's
And
not
when
what.
you graduate, you can come work with Daddy,
That's
and we
not
can be
what.
like, we're gonna be rich, dog. We gonna be getting it. You
That's
know,
not what I meant.
that's my boy.
You were just saying that you had a family when you got in, and your friends were like, "You don't have to work at Coca-Cola anymore." So after that, what happened?
Yeah, I quit my job, and I just waited. I saved up some money and I just waited, and then I got a chance to start PAing and then day playing, and it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of budgeting, and luckily I still had stand up and spoken word, teaching creative writing classes, doing stand up, and started substitute teaching. Um,
So you've done a lot in your 42 years.
yeah, yeah, I've probably had like 400 jobs. Um,
But ultimately, do you really want to be a performer?
I am a performer.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a performer. It's this beautiful sweet spot right now where, regardless of the external circumstances and things that go on around me, things I can't control, like a pandemic, I can't control a writer's strike or the SGA strike. But anything
It's
outside of
sad.
that, I said SGA, SAG strike. I was in SGA though. Yeah, that's funny. But I am living a life that I want to live. Like anytime that I want to go do stand up, I still go to open mics as often as I can. I go to open mics in every city that I go to. If I visit a city, I'll call up some friends and I stop through the mics because, I mean, I know thousands of people in every field. Comedy, I'm a headliner. In poetry, I'm a feature. I still act, do improv. Because in Alabama on the Gulf Coast, I probably only do like 3 or 4 movies a year, which, I mean, it pays my bills. I can take care of my family. Um, but I don't work 10 months a year. Like sometimes I see my friends in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
or in LA. Oh God, in LA you have to work 10 months a year.
Yeah.
But I see my friends in larger cities, and they're all stressing for work, but I can go 3 months without work, and I'm like, I'm just chilling, dog.
True.
Yeah, I go make 200, a comedy show, make $100. I can go make 50 bottles of hot sauce and sell them for $20 a piece, and I'm in a union. I'm covered. I got benefits. And when a film comes to the area, I go work. Um, I've networked, and my reputation's pretty much good enough that I get to work out of town sometimes. Like that's not guaranteed in this industry. That people respect you enough, and that you've worked enough, and you're knowledgeable enough that you do get asked to work out of town. That's a blessing. Working in this industry is a blessing. It's something to not take for granted.
Why do you
And
say that?
because it's what I've always wanted to do. Like I wrote my first film script when I was 12 years old. I wrote a
Mm.
comic book when I was 5. I tried to get my first. I was first published at 7.
Mm-hmm.
My first movie, the first film script I wrote was like called Death Lives. It was about all my friends getting killed. It was basically like Final Destination for virgins. You'd
For
only die. Yeah,
virgins?
you'd only get killed if you were a virgin. So all the kids were trying to have sex so they wouldn't die. you know, but
Wait,
what?
how old were these kids?
12. We were all 12. Yeah, so that meant that like most of them were dying in my movie script. But yeah, it's what I always wanted to do. So I remember even when I was in college, I wrote my second script when I was like 21 or 22, and I made it into a novel. And I started selling the novel so I could raise the money to make the movie. And I didn't know that it would be hard to make a movie for $50,000. I had saved up for years, and I had contracted cameramen and everything. I was trying to get
What
in
year
touch
was
with
this?
actors. Oh my God, this was like 2005,
Hmm.
and I was like, I need more money, a lot more money.
Did you do anything with it?
No, no, I
So
didn't.
you had $50,000 and you didn't shoot it?
Mm-mm. No,
Hmm.
no, I got married.
Oh, you got married.
Yeah, and $50,000 hit. That happens.
How long were you married?
Uh, on paper, 3 years. In reality, 2.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Was she in the industry too?
She did poetry a little bit. She didn't do everything that I did, but yeah, she was cool. And then, yeah, she performed in Atlanta for a
Hmm.
while. Like I say, she did poetry as well. Yeah, then we moved to Atlanta. Atlanta was expensive. But then, once we split, I got back to Alabama, and so that's when this journey started. And I went from indie films. We made hundreds of indie films. I had already been making commercials and then music videos, and it just one thing led to the other. I tell everybody this isn't a job for me. This is a lifestyle. This is a profession. If I'm not getting paid to make movies, I'm paying to make movies.
Hmm.
You know, cameras, equipment, props, I go thrift stores once a week. I go to a thrift store and I just look for things to catch my eye. Um, clothes, props, decorations, anything that I might can tell a story with.
Mm.
I participate in film scrambles, 48-hour film scrambles,
Mhm.
monthly film scrambles. Um, I travel. I'm going to Atlanta in December because show Real Fakes. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, make Real Fakes with my friends up there. The Film Fam
What's
up in
that?
Atlanta.
What's
It's
the
a web series about selling bootleg purses at in a flea market in Philadelphia that we filmed in Atlanta. Um, Aston Sullivan is the writer and the vision behind it. And so I go up there and I film with them.
When's the last time you acted?
Might have been a couple years.
Do you
Honestly,
miss
it
it at all?
may have been before the pandemic because there were just more people active. So that would be more of a chance for me to jump on somebody's project.
Mm.
Um, I don't necessarily miss it, but I do miss the fact that my progress has slowed down because it took me a long time to get used to acting for theater versus acting for film because it's not like I went to school for it.
Right.
So just like how I learned to be a member of the art
I'm killing
department,
this food.
I see, and I'm just
I'm leaving
talking,
those bloopers for you.
but you're asking great questions.
Thank
You're
you.
leaving those group. I wish I could show that she's leaving them for me, and that's just two. Like, yeah, all that's you, dog.
We ain't get but 6.
We just got the group. We didn't get the grouper.
Groupies.
We got the group.
Listen.
Hey, but those niggas was like $3 a piece.
$3.
Inflation.
Trifling is what I call that.
Oh, they're good though. They're good. I mean, they're so good. This place has been featured on shows like Food Network and everything like
Mm.
that. This is amazing. Yeah. The food is delicious, by the way. If you wanted to know, it's not just picturesque and beautiful. Should probably edit the marina into it. That was my suggestion. We should have a backdrop of beautiful Mobile Bay. But back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is what I've always wanted to do,
Yeah.
and I gave up pretty much everything except for taking care of my family.
Mm.
So I was, prayed a lot
Do you
about it.
miss your having that, what do you call it, nucleus type family?
Yeah, every day. And what
Mm.
you gonna do about it?
I don't know, buddy. I ain't never been married. I don't know. Why you coming over to
Every
me?
day.
You
I'm
miss.
just saying,
Well,
yeah.
why y'all get divorced?
Hmm?
Why y'all get divorced?
Why'd I get divorced?
Yeah.
Shit happens. So. That's like asking why does a hurricane hit? It was gone. Shit happens sometimes.
No, you
Uh,
know why.
hmm?
You know why.
Yeah. I mean, in all humility, um, none of us are perfect, and everybody accepts their own responsibility. If people accept their own responsibility,
Hmm.
in a relationship not working out as well as the other party had responsibility in it not working out, then you
Right?
can come to peace with it.
Hmm.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
They weren't perfect. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Um, if you can still get along and wish each other the best, you can't really ask for much more than that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Mm. Oh, me, my group. Mm.
Get the sauce.
Hmm. The sauce is on it. The sauce is great. It's actually better now that it's cooled off some.
Hmm.
That's what happens when you just try to jump into food right away.
Hmm.
You haven't gotten the flavors enough time to marinate. Matter of fact, I wonder what this would taste like with the barbecue sauce. Grouper is really one of my favorite fish.
So you were saying that nothing was more important than your family,
Mm,
but then you didn't finish because I cut you off.
mm. No, no. I said I gave up everything else, but our family in this. And I always try to, when people try to get into the industry, I always try to tell them you have to be patient and you have to be humble.
Hmm.
Because You know, don't turn down a PA opportunity. You can't uh, you can't be hyper focused on pay.
Why not?
As long as you work, you're gonna get paid. So you should focus on getting work. You know, get work and get good, and you're not gonna be like really compensated until you're good at something. You know, um, it's almost like Picasso could do, beautiful paintings, but could Picasso paint a house? That's a question. He might not know about laying down primer, sanding, putting up the
That was deep.
masking tape,
I know that's right.
but you know, and it's kind of like a blue collar way of approaching art. We're still artists, but we have to put in work. And until you understand the workflow, until you qualify, and until you network also with people that understand, the importance, of every action that you take, um, you're not going to work that often. So you might work a show or two the first year. You might get lucky and get some commercials, and then if all you want to do is just work, great. I want to create. I want to create great projects. I want to create great projects with the best people. I want to be around the best people, like just all the time. Everything I work on, I want to win an Oscar. I want to win an Emmy. Like, I love all y'all. I don't want to do commercials. I don't want to do music videos. TV shows are cool. Are we gonna win an Emmy? You know what I'm saying? I'm working a web series. Are we gonna win a Webby? It's like I'm ready to go for it. Like I only got so many days on this earth. I want all of them to be worth something. That go your poetry. Like
Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah,
That's good.
and I mean like that's it. Like sometimes it's like you don't have to be extra humble. Life is gonna humble you. So, that's pretty much it. And I love it. Like when I get that phone call, I get giddy. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Still.
yeah, yeah, it's like your crush or something. You're like, ooh, I'm gonna go to work. Oh, you get the script, you're like, this script's so good. Who's in it? I'm like, I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I just want to go. I'll find out later. They be like, no, dog. People be telling you this or that. You be like, stop telling me shit. Stop telling me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just want to show up because I don't want my expectation to be set by how I view other people. I want my expectation to be set for how I feel about myself and what I am going to do. And I'm going to come to the table with everything that I got
Hmm.
immediately, off top, every single day, every single time, every minute, till my feet bleed, till my hands are falling apart, till my legs are broken, till I pass out in the parking lot.
That's a lot.
It's everything. I said everything. I've given up everything except my family.
Hmm. That's good though, especially for a guy,
Mhm.
because most guys give up everything, including the family.
Oh no, I can't do that.
I won't say most because I don't know. I ain't been with most guys, but that's what it appears to be.
Mm,
So, would you want to
mm.
perform full time? Like, if that could be your income, the way to take care of your family, would you do that, or would you want to be doing that, or are you happy doing props and being behind the scenes and in front of the scenes?
I don't feel like there's a difference.
You don't.
No,
Why you say that?
because I've done all the things, and I see me working in props, whether I'm working offset and I'm creating or I'm aging, like I teased you about the other day. Like I'm creating a
Oh,
prop and
tell
I'm
them what you
aging a
said.
prop.
He watched my episode about what was it called? It was
She was rubbing
learn
acetone on
how.
this
First of
shoe.
all,
She
be
was she
quiet, be
was
quiet, be quiet,
aging this shoe.
be quiet. He watched my episode where I was like, "See what Hollywood is really like." That's the title. And then he comes to me and makes me feel very insecure about it because he was like, "I'm watching this," and I'm like, "I know how to do this stuff," and I was like, "Okay," and but it hurt my feelings
I didn't say I
for a
knew
good
how to
two
do it.
hours. Yes, you did. You said I do this stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't say I knew how.
Yeah, I never said that I was doing stuff that you didn't know how to do. Obviously, film industry people probably know.
We do the
There are
same.
a lot of freaking
Yeah, I
people.
did say that. I said, we do the
Yeah,
same
and it
stuff.
hurt my feelings.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. That's fine.
Hmm. And I told her she should be wearing gloves.
I should have been wearing gloves.
Oh yeah, I
But
did
when you
because
go
I
to,
was
honey,
concerned,
when you go to a nail shop,
and
for
they should be
instance, when
wearing
I got these
gloves.
done, right, the the what is this? This is SNS, so it's the dipping powder. They had gotten some stuck here. What do you think they got it off with? Acetone. What do you think they soaked our fingers in? Acetone. So, I mean, I'm not.
They
It's not.
soak your fingers in acetone.
Yes.
Shit. Like, I mean,
Shoot.
the lengths that women go to, for I wouldn't, I wouldn't.
Well, y'all go to different lengths. Don't try that.
I go to no lengths. That's why I'm single right now. I go through links for work. I can't tell you how many times. Like, I wasn't joking about having broken legs, broken teeth, broken face. Like, my body is like. That's why I don't have any tattoos. I have scars. Like, I've been
That was
there.
poetic right there. That was
Yeah,
real nice. I don't
yeah.
have tattoos either. I have scars too. That should put it on a shirt. That can be our rap gift.
I think I stole that from the movie Fight Club.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Dang.
Mm,
Never mind.
it's a great movie, but it's fun. But now that you know, I've taken the time. Like, reason why I don't really see the differences because we're all in it together. Like, all of the best projects that I've worked on, from the top down. You don't feel like you're going to work for a boss. You feel like you're going to work with your friends, your family, your partners. Like, even now, like here in my area in Mobile, on the Gulf Coast, we really are more like a film family. When I go to work, it's like going to church or going to a family
This has
reunion.
been so fun. It's the
Um,
people.
yeah, so we all know each other. Like, there's not even enough of us to fight for work. We're
Right.
like trying to get people in. We're trying to get
Yeah.
people on. We're concerned about them. We're like checking in. Like, even my friends, I got friends working at set deck for the first time, and I'm calling them like, "Hey man, how's it going? And did you buy that new measuring tape? Come on, man, please tell me you brought a measuring tape to work." Like I'm just saying, we checking on each other.
Set deck is set decoration.
Excuse me. Yeah,
For those of you who don't know.
my bad. Like, I'm using lingo now. I'm a lingo user. I get excited over stuff like that. Like, I'm nerded out. I'm geeked out. I think this is great. And like she say, I'm 43. I was born in 1980. I was like first generation after civil rights. Like, my parents went through desegregation and type stuff. My
And you grew up here in Mobile.
I
Or
grew up here in Mobile, Pritchard, for those who know. But yeah, so just being a little black boy from the ghetto, and having had all those vestiges of racism still hovering in the air heavy at the time. you know, Doing things like this, being a working creative was not something that people expected of you. So for me to be able to say, this is what I want to do, this is what I always aspired to do, and for me to be able to do it and, take care of my family and take care of myself doing it is everything. It's like everything. And even when I'm not working on the film, like, I'm doing stand-up comedy, or I'm teaching people how to write haikus at the Museum of Art, and I'm like, oh my God, like, seriously?
they have a
Yeah.
museum of art here in Mobile.
hmm
Oh, I need to
Yeah,
go
I don't work
more.
for them no more.
Why?
We had creative differences.
Okay, Beyonce and Adidas.
Yeah, no, we did. They were great, and I still love them. I still go there. You can go there free on Thursdays, like many places. There's a free night, family night, and you can go there, and it's like totally awesome. Um, and I just really enjoy participating in my creative community. I participate here. I participate in Huntsville, Birmingham, Nashville, Atlanta, Jackson, New Orleans.
Jackson,
Pensacola,
Mississippi.
Tallahassee. Like
Jackson,
these,
Mississippi.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
that's where my mommy is.
Oh,
Well,
for real?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I
you
went to
talked about
school.
Jackson. Yeah, yeah.
And my sister and brother went to Jackson State. But then my sister left Jackson State. My brother graduated from Jackson State. He also played football at Jackson State.
hmm
I said this in a different, I think in the last episode actually. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah. I mean, Jackson's awesome. They need to pave those streets, though. I hear they got a water problem too.
That's actually been since I was in
hmm
grade.
hmm But outside of that, it's great. I shot with
That's more
George
so like
Lopez this summer and it was so cool.
in Jackson,
Yeah,
George Lopez
yeah. Right before SAG went on strike.
do a stand up.
No, it was
What was
a
it?
Christmas movie.
Oh man, I want to work in Jackson so badly. Or
Yeah.
Greenwood, because that's where I was born.
Okay. Greenwood. Is that
Yeah, it's in the
far?
Delta. It's
Oh,
like an hour and a half.
south.
North.
North.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't been north of there.
Wow, I want to do
But
that.
yeah, that was my third movie in Jackson.
I know, I hear about it all the time, but
Hmm.
it's a different union, so
It is?
yeah, it's still 478. I'm in 479.
Oh, okay. No, excuse me.
Sir.
Jake? Yeah, yeah.
Another
Uh,
Bloody Mary?
yeah, and unless you can maybe old fashioned. You can old
Yeah.
fashioned.
We got really good old fashions.
Excellent, dude.
I'll take care of you.
And wait, and I'd also like a
Why are you trying to leave us?
no, he's actually putting the order
You
in
wanna say
right
hi?
now. Yeah, please.
Campbell shot.
Are you?
Me too, actually. So what is this show called again?
My
Below
show,
the line.
Alicia, behind the scenes, below the line.
Behind the scenes, below the line.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about your future? Like I'm really big on like goal settings, but I feel like quantitative goal settings to me are mileposts, but my true goals are more qualitative. Like what aspiration do you have? Like what do you see yourself in 5 and 10 years?
Mm, that's hard for me because I'm really impatient, so I'm like, I want it now. Mm, so I'll tell you the goal of this show after I finish chewing.
Hmm. November 4th, Push Cinema, Mobile, Alabama, Dolphin Street,
Oh,
Comedy and
we'll still be
Poetry.
here.
Yeah, we will. It's a Saturday. But turns out it's the day of the Grambling versus Alabama State football game in
Is that
Mobile.
here? That's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I did
Can
not
we
know.
go?
Yeah, I'm gonna be performing that night too.
Yeah, but
I
we can
swear,
go to your performance afterward.
I
That
hope
would
it
be
is afterwards.
fun.
It's
I'm
gonna be so
serious.
thick. I get nervous going downtown when it's full of people. It's like going down to Edgewood when it's jumping. I'm just like, it's too many
Yeah,
people.
Edgewood is kind of
I'm
crazy.
like, it's too many people. like Dolphin Street turned into a mini Bourbon Street. Like we already like New Orleans kind of baby. We're New Orleans sibling. I put it like that. We ain't nobody's baby. Oh, but when you put like 20, 30,000 people, in our small downtown, it's like, ooh, boy, it's thick out here.
Well,
And I'll be performing that night, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy with Grambling and ASU. There's a lot of people that went to Alabama State come from here. So,
I'd
oh,
love
black and
to go to
gold
that.
all day, all day.
Black and gold, that's the same colors as Colorado. I love it. And they come back this coming weekend. I'm so excited. They better freaking beat UCLA. Please
Mhm.
beat UCLA. Please, please, please,
I could go for that too.
please. Honestly, I don't care who they would have played. I want them to beat them. I don't care. But so anyway, the goal for this show is to empower and encourage below the line crew members to do things apart from the craft that we're known for, much like what you're doing.
Oh my goodness! But I do
Oh
want to get up to
no.
1,000 bottles a year soon, so I'm gonna work on that. I'm probably gonna have to plant a couple acres of
Dang, I gotta
peppers.
watch this now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, anyway, yeah, because like I said, um, we've been in these strikes, and a lot of my friends actually, like one of my friends, she bakes all the time. She would do that even when we were working. She's an AD actually, and now she works at a bakery because I'm not sure she's gone back to work yet. Um,
Mm.
but she works at a bakery. That bread good, ain't it?
I was slipping.
But yeah, she works at a bakery. Oh, the sky's so pretty. And
Bro, we missed some golden hour. Mm.
well, we
I
can
guess
turn
we're
it
not.
around.
Oh, I mean, we're filming ourselves at golden hour anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah,
Our skin looks amazing, by the way.
my skin is amazing.
I know, right? Oh my God. Look at that melanin. Mm. Oh, you ain't gotta hate. We look good
You
right
gotta
now.
hate,
You
baby.
got to- It's
Don't
okay.
hate.
It is entirely okay.
It's okay.
That might have been why I was rambling so much earlier. I was just
Because you
like,
were
look at
mesmerized.
me.
Look
Oh,
at that. Yeah,
mm.
but
I ain't got no
no,
sense, y'all. It's okay because I'm smart.
that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
No, you actually are really smart. Okay, tell the people another thing you thought about my show because I have not seen Alfred since 2020. I worked here on a movie called Lansky with Harvey Keitel. He's the sweetest man ever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I haven't seen Alfred since then, but we're Facebook friends. And so when I got here and I saw him, Alfred tells me, "Aren't you doing some credit repair type stuff?" I was like, "No, why? Why would you think I'm doing that?" And he was like, "Because your shows, I saw something about credit." I was like, "Did you actually watch the freaking show? Like, do people think I'm out here?"
You?
Thank you, sir.
Gotcha.
Wait, let me show the people. He's an alcoholic. I'm just kidding. He's not.
I drink. I have no qualms about that. Like in stand up, sometimes we get paid
Oh, look at
in
that
alcohol.
nice
I
mug. Look
swear.
at that. Show.
God. Oh,
Bring it up.
look at that.
It doesn't show how big it actually is.
These
But look
people
at
have
how
these
little
people
drink is in there.
they have class. You give me more alcohol than that, we ain't driving back.
Not good.
You might make it home.
I am gonna make it
But
home.
I'm not taking an Uber
Safe
to
and sound.
Mississippi.
I don't live in Oh, he lives on the Mississippi side.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But yeah,
No.
is that what people think? People think that I'm out here doing credit repair or something. No, I'm trying to help all of us not be broke
No, it
when
was
we
a
literally don't have to be.
well, to my
And I don't know
credit
everybody's
situation.
home situations or anything, but some of you I do. And that's all I was doing. But the fact that you thought I was doing credit repair, and he was like, "Oh, she must have really hit hard times." I'm like,
I did
"You
not
didn't
say
even."
that.
Yes, you. Oh, buddy, yes, you did. You absolutely did,
I did
sir.
not say that.
He did. Anywho, um, the fact that even if he did think that, he didn't even reach out to see if I needed help. He didn't try to come seek my services if that's what it was. He didn't even subscribe until I got here.
I'm actually
That's not friend.
I was saving the information until I was finally ready to repair my credit. That's why I thought. That's
Oh,
why I took
do you
note
have
of
bad
it.
credit?
Oh God, yes. Oh shit. Have you not listened to anything I said so far? Not a goddamn thing. You listened to nothing that I said
Alfred,
so far.
why you got bad credit,
I have
buddy?
bad everything. I'm a comedian. He's like, oh man, those comedians really running around with 850 credit scores. What's up?
No, is it at least in the 7? I mean, 7 is good. Is it
No.
6?
Actually, recently, yes. I've actually this year, you know what I'm saying, 43 and me, you know, because of, you know, all the sacrifices, you know, that you go through to like, you know, really manifest and, you know, really get into, you know, the lane that you want to be in your life. Eventually you have to get there and you're like, okay, now I have to take care of business. As a creative, this world, the format that everybody wants to think about, how you come up in this world, you know, like, you know,
I really hope
college.
this sound is good because it's gotten louder in
Yeah,
here.
it sounds great. I'll sound great. You know, people will tune into my voice. They do. But, you know, people always say you go to college, you get your job, you know, you have some savings, you know, then you find your career, and then you get married, and then you work for 40 years, you make a lot of money, you retire, you have a side hustles, maybe you become a millionaire from real estate, and then you retire on your own dime. Otherwise, you'll still be fine. And then when you're 65 years old or 55 and you retire early, then you get to be happy. Like, yeah, that's not cookie cutter for everybody. So when you're able to like chart a path to a road that like doesn't exist, like my craft or my trade as we call it, it's not taught in schools. It's like an apprenticeship, you know. you learn on the job. So you get in that job you have to be self motivated. You want to contribute, and then you learn. When you get there, and then it's like, okay, now I'm finally off my rookie contract. Around now, I finally have passed 5 years. I'm still working. I'm enjoying myself. Now I really need to start thinking about being more stable. Because that's what say. I put everything. I bet everything on me. And so now I'm like, all right, now I'm cool. All right, I need to start dealing with these credit cards again. Um, I need to, because, credit's like a game, it's like a score. I need to play the game. And actually, what I thought you had did a show about like home ownership and savings or whatnot. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Do y'all need an extra plate or anything?
No.
No, we'll be good.
Can I take anything out y'all's way?
Sure.
Yeah, you can take that one.
First of
and that
all,
one.
you didn't even finish this Goober.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
So I always like to come up with little slogans for every year of my life. So
Mhm.
this one was 43 and me. So 43 is and me is all about me. Is me, me, me. Like, all right, I'm gonna get a few jobs. It kind of helped when they went on strike because I was like, well, damn. I said I was gonna focus on me anyway.
I ain't know it's gonna be quite like this.
I didn't know. Whoa,
No.
I'm gonna be forced to. I might have to do a commercial. Well, I used to make commercials for people, and I advocate telling people when you want to learn more about camera or you want to be a director, if you solely focus on being a director or producer, go make some commercials. Make some commercials for local businesses, then make some for regional businesses. Get that on your CV, get that stuff under your belt. You need experience.
Yeah.
But I was like, I like where I'm at. I produce, I write, I direct, I do comedy, and then I also have a career profession as a prop master and a decorator. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna go fix my credit. I'm gonna make sure my credit's good. Well, because my next goal is like by 45, I want to have a good piece of property in my area somewhere on the Gulf Coast. And I'm gonna build a house. I'm not buying a house. I'm not going subdivision. I already live in a family neighborhood. This is like 200 family members sitting on 300 acres. We chilling. That's St.
And when
Elmo.
you
If you
say
come to
family
St.
neighborhood,
Elmo,
you mean that your family owns?
I mean, more or less, it's kind of like hair property.
What?
Hair property, like people inherited over the years.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like all the streets in my neighborhood are named after my family members. That church that has 200 people in it, I'm related to 90% of the church. The cemetery across the street from my house is where I'm going to be buried. That's where all my folks is. That's where all my folks been for the last couple hundred years. My church was founded in year 1865. You know what happened in 1865, right?
When we
That was
were
the year slavery ended,
in,
and my family said, "Hey, okay, we free. Can we stay right here? We kind of like it." And that's why you get me. I'm here. They loved that joke at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta. They did. I got a standing
I'm a
ovation.
tough crowd, buddy.
You know, it
No.
gets worse. It gets much worse. Oh, this is bitter.
What is that?
An old fashioned.
What does that mean?
It is in many circles considered the OG cocktail. It's just whiskey, like orange peel, like bitters or mashed bitters, a little piece of fruit, and some simple syrup. It might be a little bit more complicated than that,
Yeah.
but it's very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody else know this information about you?
Like what?
All the stuff that you've been talking about. Like, have you ever sat at? Oh Lord. Have you ever sat and spoken with anybody?
Honestly, I try not to.
Why?
The truth once spoken doesn't exist.
The truth, when spoken, doesn't exist.
Yeah. So if I'm
I
the,
don't understand.
so if I'm the truth, I don't need people talking about me. But I do a lot, and
I don't get
sometimes.
that.
Mhm.
I still don't get that. The truth, when spoken, doesn't exist.
Well, it's like when people say, If it's real, you ain't got to talk about it. If it's true, some people summarize it like that. But I think,
Not you, maybe, but other people.
oh no, I'm not like that. I'm just trying to relate to people. I talk. I talk. I'm trying to
So ain't no
relate to
truth
other
here, is
people.
what you
Yeah,
is
that's why I
what you
don't
saying.
talk
Ain't no
about it.
truth.
Those things. It's like when I get into my background, quite often people are, a lot of times people are like, it's a lot. It's a bit much. It's a lot to take in that, you know, there was somebody stubborn enough to be like, I'm gonna be a creative
Mm,
and I don't care about nothing else. And people are like, you should care about this, you care about that. And I'm like,
yeah.
nope, nope, nope. And then he succeeded. It took a couple decades, you know. But doing along that process, there've been I've had some good moments, I've had some down moments. But people who seek, and no disrespect to people that seek comfort and security in their lives, who wants to live out all their days extremely comfortable. I applaud you because it's something hard to do. Most people in this world, like we live in America, and it's a great place, but the majority of this world doesn't live in comfort. The majority of this world doesn't have food security, and they have safety concerns, and issues, wars, famines, disease, destruct like nature is a very terrible thing for them. So if you're seeking that out, that's great, but I'm seeking out adventure. I'm seeking out challenges. I remember one time this guy told me, he's like, dude, he was like, man, you'll never make it as a poet. You don't look like a poet. You look like one of these street guys. I was rapping too. I rapped for a few years. You know,
Spit something right now.
uh, you keep doing this.
So you should be prepared by now.
Mm. All I do is spit. I don't know if you rewind this back and you like listen to the bars. It's like I'm spitting and talking in cadence all the
Here's the
time in the
cop
first
out,
place.
guys. Here's the
I
cop
mean,
out.
I am that dude. I
Spit
am him.
something new.
About what?
Your hat. Your cap.
I don't really care about what you think. I'm wearing this Bama cap just because it's pink. I don't care about the team. For all I care, they could stink. Oh, you thought I was gonna give you a fourth bar? You think? That's it. That's it. I really don't. I don't really. I don't care for the school. I just saw this and I was like, dude, this is pink. This goes hard. So I bought it. I was like, see, now you're gonna get some hate. They're gonna be like, everybody's like, man, I like that dude till he say he don't like Alabama football. I don't. I don't. I went to Alabama A&M, bully. What's up? I was like, but this cow, dog, it go hard, man. Match
You
my
do know why it's
headphones.
pink, though, right?
Hmm?
You do know why it's pink.
Cause it go hard.
Okay, that's fine.
What? For breast cancer?
Yeah, actually, today at Orange Theory, everybody wore pink for that reason.
Nice. Congratulations for being socially conscious. A lot more than me. I just saw the hat and I was like, dog, that's swagalicious. Like, that is so dope. Ooh. I was like, some chick gonna try to steal this from me. I'm gonna be like, keep your hands off me. Get away from me. You can't have
Wait,
my hat.
what chicks be coming at you like that?
I'm the ones that steal hats. I haven't met many, but I'm fairly certain they're out there.
Wow.
I mean, if you think it, then there's probably a good chance that it's out there.
What was your upbringing like growing up in Pritchard, Alabama? What was that like?
I'm an OG. Nah, I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd.
You are.
My family's great. Very, very traditional Southern Baptist Missionary Baptist Church. My
That's
dad,
what I went to Pritchard Missionary Baptist
New
Church.
Welcome Missionary Baptist
New
Church.
welcome.
You like the raps?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't bitten into the rap yet. I almost
Oh,
lied to you,
man.
dog. We over here talking about God and I almost lied to you.
Hallelujah.
There's never a bad time to talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
Amen.
Check out that sunset. That was perfect.
I know.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to be here. You do that. Should I pick up some B-roll on my phone and send it to you?
Sure.
I don't know. You
Look
got.
at that.
Oh yeah, that is pretty calm.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, we can shift the angle now that the sun is moved.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
Look at that. You better be. It looks like a filter.
So now she's in front. That's better.
That light is trash though.
Just put your head in front of it. Move it. Yeah. Oh, that looks like a painting.
That literally looks not real.
It looks unreal. Yes. It looks like green screen. This is
It's
not
not.
green screen.
It's not.
It's
real.
just that
Scoot
freaking
over a
pretty.
little bit more
Where? Towards
to
you?
your right,
Away from you. So you can.
so I can
okay.
really cover
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's just that pretty out here.
it's so pretty. Good job, Alfred.
Maybe
That's a great name, actually.
maybe I'll get on the location.
The well, we already told him Sunset Point, and
Mm.
this is technically Fairhope.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. This is good too. You should taste this.
The wrap.
Mm-hmm. There's lemon. Mm. Lemon
You
aioli.
got some in
That's why
your
I brought
mouth?
up aioli earlier. Mm. Mm. Cause it's delicious. Look, it ain't good to you unless you're getting something on you. That's my friend Compton's joke. Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's good right there.
Nah, I appreciate you. Usually, the only person that I go out eating with is my homie J Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and me and J Rock be like, it happened like one time. My kid is in Huntsville, Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just randomly on the blue. Like I'm on the road, like traveling, and I like call my friends up when I'm on the road so I don't fall asleep while I'm driving. You know how it is when when you're riding.
Mm-hmm.
So he calls me up and he's like, oh, hey man, what you doing? I was like, man, I'm on the road. He was like, well, me too. I was like, for real? This was like 4 years ago. And I was like, all right, that's what's up, man. I was like, yeah, man, I'm on my way to Huntsville, man. I just passed Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, shut up. I was like, what you mean? He was like, I'm on my way to Huntsville and I just passed Montgomery. And this is like my best friend. And so we went to this Korean barbecue place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you cook your own food, you know. That was my first time at one of those places.
Yeah,
Neither
those
one of
places
us
are
have
so
been to.
good.
There's one in Pensacola. There ain't one here.
I think I want to go to Pensacola next week.
Yeah, Pensacola's dope. I love
Yeah.
Pensacola. And Jesus Christ. But that's my foodie homie, and that's why we go and we'll do like little micro vlogs and videos. That's why he was like, it's like, hey, let's do this interview. I was like, oh shit, let's go get something to eat. You were like, yeah, and I'm like, nobody ever says yes.
Nobody ever says yes.
People are so weird. Mm,
Why don't they say yes?
I don't know. Mm, mm.
You gonna just moan like that? That's
This
crazy.
food is so good. Mm. What is that? Is that the sauce?
Goldfish.
Remoulade.
Oh yeah, that's good. You didn't have it?
No.
I like that with it.
Mm. Life is too short to eat bland food. I know you think you
I
can
don't care
cook,
how
but-
long life
but-
is. You should never have bland food, short or long.
Mm. Oh, that's
No.
good too.
Food here has been every single restaurant I've gone to has been really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But yeah, you were telling me about your upbringing. Super traditional.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So
Did you welcome Missionary Baptist Church?
yeah. In St. Elmo, Alabama. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, a really small church. That's why I told you that church. Oh, I may have not told you that. That church where we were at on Friday, for filming, where we went for catering
Yeah.
or lunch. They gave
Yeah.
us lunch at a church. We had to park at a church. Like, we're so Hollywood. We had to park and eat lunch at a
But that's
teeny tiny
often.
little black church surrounded by cow pastures. It was so cool.
And horses.
And horses, yeah. It was so cool. But as soon as we got in there, I was like, dude, this looks like the church I grew up in. Like I saw little me, 5 year old, running around the church in penny loafers, like in my head. Like yeah.
Were you and your family really close?
Look, yeah, ridiculously.
Mm.
That's another thing I don't talk about them that often. They've actually I've signed a unofficial NDA with my family.
Wow.
Mm. Because I live a public life
Hmm.
and they're pretty private people.
Hmm.
So I try not to talk about them.
Hmm.
You know. And I respect that because you know that's what they want. My mom was a daycare teacher, pre-K teacher. You know, my dad worked for the phone company. They're very active in the church and they're very active with their family and they're happy. That's
Yeah.
real. That's all they want with their lives. It's like everybody isn't on some Kardashians or Real Housewives of what insert city, you know, like thing, lifestyles of the rich and famous, or even Duck Dynasty. Like they're very happy with what they have and who they are,
Hmm.
and I love the hell out of them for that. And it's like it ultimately keeps me humble. I remember when I went through my rebellious phase, and I used to have arguments with them about wanting more out of life, and that whole thing about being rich or like aspiring for more or whatnot. And I didn't realize that they were rich.
Hmm.
We were rich. We were living essentially a upper middle class lifestyle. I didn't realize that until I went out there into the world on my own. And I was like, damn, I feel good.
Ah, it's cold now.
Hmm. Like, no, they were hard. Yeah, they were hardworking,
May I have more water, sir? Thank you.
hardworking, humble people. You could have my water. I haven't even touched
Oh,
it.
you haven't.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, hardworking, humble people, heavy in the church. They weren't even really into society. Like, was talking to you about Mardi Gras on the way here and
Yeah.
balls and whatnot. Nah, you just want,
They were just chilling.
just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and raising 4 kids.
Oh, you have 3 siblings?
Hmm. All girls,
Hmm. Older or younger?
both.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
What did?
Your head just whipped.
I'm sorry. You didn't see that girl climbing?
No,
She just. I don't know where she went.
that water is beautiful.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So when you told them that you wanted to, when they figured out you were this creative kid, because I assume you're the first one in your family.
What, to just be a creative?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah.
Well, you were you the only one or first one to pursue it?
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Mm. And what did they say?
Mm, I didn't like it at first. I went to school for engineering. I was going to be, like, you good at math, go be engineer. And I was like, I guess. But I always thought that I was just going to support myself until I wrote a few books or I did something cool.
Hmm.
And, the creative side would take over
Yeah.
until I gave up on that and decided it's like, nah, I'm just going to be creative. Um, and suffer. But no, when I moved back, yeah, no, you're going to suffer at first. Sacrifice for your art.
Yeah.
But when I moved back to Alabama, what did I say, 12 years ago,
Hmm.
after a while, they they saw that I was struggling and they saw that I was really trying to do something
Hmm.
special.
Hmm.
And they pulled me to the side one day and they said, if you really believe in this, and you really want to do this,
Hmm.
we got your back.
That's good.
Oh, and I was like probably like 33 or 34 at the time. And I was like, for real? You serious?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got you. I got you.
Wow.
And it took a few more years.
Hmm.
And that's why I'll do anything for them. We better ask. Because, I mean, seriously, because I got things in my mind. But they're really proud. They're really happy. Like one of the proudest moments, the happiest moments that I had
Yeah.
was earlier this year in February when I got to be the prop master on a Hallmark movie. Just work on a Hallmark movie.
Was it in
period.
Birmingham?
No, it's the one here.
Oh,
It was
it's
right
one
after
here.
the one in Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
And I had a great time. The people were great. But my mom, that's lifelong. I grew up watching first the stories of my mom, as a
The
little
stories
kid. The
like General
stories,
Hospital and
Young and the
All My
Restless and all
Children.
that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. And then lifetime
Mhm.
television,
Mhm.
and as she's a bit older, well, we have more channels. We have satellite now
Yeah.
instead of just cable. Things have changed.
Mhm.
Huge Hallmark fan.
Mhm.
And so I got to watch that movie. I gave her my movie swag. They give us swag on all our movies, like hats and T-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
I gave her the swag. I took a picture with my mom with the swag, and I sent it to like the producers and directors and stuff. And I kept telling everybody while I'm walking around, that's what Toby was like, don't worry about the money, worry about the work. The money will come. They don't have a choice but to give you money. You're not a slave. Them days gone. Right. So if you work on great projects, you're gonna get great pay. Just aspire to be great. you know. So I'm working on this project, for my mama, and it was funny because I met a director who writes for Hallmark a couple years before that in Jackson, and I told her one of my goals was always to work on a Hallmark movie because she let out the bad that she writes for Hallmark,
Yeah.
and she was like, if that's what you want, it's gonna happen. She was like, don't even worry about it. It's gonna happen, Alfred. And then like 2 years later, I'm writing her up. It's Rebecca. She's awesome, by the way. And I'm like, Rebecca, I'm working on a Hallmark movie. and she was like, oh my God, Alfred, you're so silly. but I'm happy for you. I told you it would
Yeah.
happen. And I walked around that movie set every day with my chest out going, y'all better get this right. I'm making this move for my mama.
Yeah.
I'm making this move for my mama.
Yeah.
For my mama. And I'm talking about, I'm about to cry right now. She told all her friends. When I gave her the hat, she put the hat on the coffee table in front of the television, and she wouldn't let anybody move that hat until the movie premiered.
Oh.
And when the movie
What's the
came
name
out
of
and it
it?
premiered, she wore the hat.
Oh, I love that.
And
That's
now,
so
and now, and now
sweet.
the hat sits on the mantle. I can't
Oh
have the
my
hat back.
gosh. That's so sweet.
That's
What's
what
the
we
name of it?
Spring Breakthrough. It's a
Mm.
cute little movie. It's so cute, and
Yeah.
we shot it in Fairhope. We're in Fairhope right now.
Yeah.
This is yeah, and yeah, I am crying right now. I
You're
am crying. Mhm. I'm
Oh, Alfred. Alfred, I don't do well with people who cry. I don't know what to do.
Mhm.
I don't know what to
Well,
do. You
these
need
are
a tissue.
no, I don't. These are tears of joy. I'll lick them later, and they'll give me more power. If they like roll down my cheek, I'll go.
That's
Mm.
sweet. No, I understand.
But
Yeah.
and she liked it. She was like, "That was good, baby." I was like, "Yeah." She saw my name come across the screen. I was like,
Oh.
"Yeah." But she watched a couple other movies that I was involved with.
Yeah.
Um, and she enjoyed them. So I was happy for that. So I'm just like, nah. It was just so weird too because I wasn't staying. I stay with them now. Um, been staying with them off and on since the pandemic hit, and it was just so weird because I was traveling for work and I was living in the house I grew up in.
Hmm.
But then the pandemic hits and I've been staying with them, and it's like they're like my best friends now.
Yeah.
Like when your parents get older and you get older and you finally stop fighting,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my God, your parents are cool.
They are. Yeah. And then when you start learning more about
hmm
their lives.
And they do want the best for you.
Right.
So like we have more property and more land like down in the rural area where we're at. I might build a house there or I might purchase some land. I don't know.
Hmm.
But I know that's what I want. Um, I could get a condo, not a condo. Like I could get an apartment in the city, maybe have some roommates, but this will always be home.
Yeah. That's
That's
how I am
always be
about
home.
Mississippi. Well, Alfred,
Mm.
do you have any final words?
Mm. No, I think I just cried about making movies. I think
You
everybody
did.
feels like I'm sincere. I, may- I may
Are
have
you sincere?
I may have redeemed myself from the earlier vagueness about poetry because it is very vague to me. Um, but seriously, I'm just like, if you want to support anything that I do, and if you're like, oh, I like you, like I had fans when I was doing poetry. I was slightly famous 25 years ago. Okay, that was a long time ago.
Mhm.
Um, but now if you want to support me, you can go watch movies. You can support things that I've done. I mean, it's Netflix, it's theaters, it's HBO. I'm happy. I'm proud to have been, part of these things.
Mhm.
You know, you can Google me on first page, and then you can click on anything. You can go buy something from Amazon. I'm not hiding from people.
What can you buy from Amazon?
You can. I have a short film on Amazon. Still, they took off a couple of them. I have a
On
poetry
Prime.
book. I have
On
on
Prime, you mean?
Prime. Yeah, I have a
Mm.
novella. I have a book of poetry on Amazon and other places. If they want to, if you're on the Gulf Coast or in the South and you see my name on the show, you can go. You can tell your friends. I'm always performing in between New Orleans and Atlanta,
Yeah.
Mobile, and Huntsville. I mean, this is my friends. I don't need the world. I have the South. And that's pretty much it.
You said this is your friends?
Yeah, I feel like, well, France isn't a large nation, but if you were famous in France, you good,
Yeah. Okay.
right? For real.
I believe you.
Yeah, so I feel like if I'm good in between Texas and Georgia, like you can't tell me shit. I'm sorry if you ain't got it like that. I don't have to be Ti. I can be it. That doesn't make sense.
You it. You could be it.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
See,
Anyway, well, if you have nothing else, then thank you for being on my show. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you later.
oh yeah. If anybody out there want to holler at me, go ahead. I'm not hiding. I got you. I hit you out.
You mean romantically?
I'll pay anything. It doesn't matter.
What you mean holler at you?
Just holler at me. I'm here. Get yourself an Alfred. If I'm good enough for Batman, I'm good enough for you.
Bye.